Hello everyone! Today I wanted to make a video all about the products that I've been loving in my life recently. Some of them are old favorites. I think most of them are new finds that I was happily surprised by. So if you're interested in that, a little bit of ramble, a little bit of rummaging, tapping, talking, stick around and let's get into it. I'm gonna get the big dog out of the way first, and that is my water bottle. I got this water bottle at Amazon. Wow, I really slurred my speech there. I got this water bottle on Amazon, and I got it right when I started taking Accutane, because I need to drink a lot of water, and I've tried like water apps where you like track your intake. Wasn't motivating me to drink more, so I figured if I get something that's like my daily water intake and I just make sure it's empty at the end of the day, that's like a visual reminder. And it's just a really cute little gradient, and it also has the time from 7 a.m. down to 7 p.m. which I love because I'm like, I can actually get a visual reference to like how far should I be, because I do want to pace myself, so I think I'm a little behind right now. I'm here and I should be here because it's 3 p.m. so let's take a drink. This one also has a straw built in. It's optional, you can remove it and just drink out of the spout, but the straw was like non-negotiable for me when I was shopping for a water bottle because I drink water so much faster with a straw. I don't know why I like struggled to like sip water. It's so slow for me. And of course it's leak proof. And it's got a carrying handle. And if you want to get technical, there's all the measurements on the back. So I do about 64 ounces every day. And it's got this like matte feeling on the outside. But yeah, I love it. It's great. If you watch me on Twitch, you've seen that water bottle countless times. Continuing on Accutane related products, sunscreen. So this has been my daily sunscreen for quite a long time. It's the Cerave AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 30. I like that it's in a pump. It's just a really basic. And I was using it before I was on Accutane and continued using it, and I still use this probably half the days. And then I was looking for a more moisturizing one that was both SPF and like truly a moisturizer, not just like a lotion. And so I found this one. It's the Cerave Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen Sheer Tint, and it's SPF 30 as well. And this one recently went viral on TikTok, which I thought was kind of funny timing because I like gotten it like a month before. But I was really nervous about it because it doesn't have any shades. It's just tinted, which is like sketchy, and I'm guaranteed there's people who can't wear this because of that. But it is a sheer tint, and the purpose of the tint is really more to counteract a white cast, because they have a formula of this that doesn't have a tint, but it has horrible reviews. Everyone's like, I looked like a ghost, I looked ashy, all this stuff. And I will say this doesn't really give you coverage. It kind of evens skin tone, and it can, for me, makes me look a little more tan, which I like in the summer. So I don't really like the packaging because it just turns into a mess, and you can see the color there. But yeah, it does sheer out pretty well, so it's okay that it's not a great match for everyone, but they should at least have like 2 shades or 3, so. It's extremely moisturizing. It feels so nice when you put it on. It's got niacinamide and ceramides. And yeah, I really like it. So I use both of those, just depending on how I'm feeling in the day. Next up is Aquaphor. Anyone who's on Accutane knows that Aquaphor is a lifesaver. It's on every list of things you need when you're on Accutane. highly recommend it. It's fantastic for your lips. You can also use it on your elbows. I've used it on my cuticles. And when I bought this, I went ahead and bought this, and then I bought the Walmart version of it that was next to it to compare them. And at first they seemed identical, but very quickly the Walmart one like separated, and then anytime I would open it and like try to squeeze them out, it was just like liquid, like this oily liquid would just come out instead of like, you know, ointment. So highly recommend the Aquaphor brand, not the generic, unfortunately. But yeah, it comes out like this. It's basically like petroleum jelly with like extra stuff in it. But yeah, I haven't tried the one that's like specifically for lips, but this one works great and it's a better price per ounce, so probably just go with this, I would assume. But yeah, I love it. It's great. Feels nice on the lips. It's a little bit of a gloss. And I like that it doesn't have any flavor, so it's like very neutral. Now next up is my Carmex Balm. This has been my favorite like carry with me lip protectant. So the Aquaphor I don't carry with me because it's like a tube, it gets on your hands, all that. So I wanted something, chapstick form that was going to be super, hydrating and all that. And the Carmex Balm is great because it's basically a tube of ointment. Like, it really feels like an ointment when you put it on. I like the click. It's like super soft and a little greasy, but in a good way. My only qualm with it is that because it's medicated, it definitely has like a bitter taste. So I kind of like that it's mentholy. Like, it kind of smells like vapor rub when you put it on, which I actually like. But if I'm like drinking or eating, I have to be careful not to put this on around that time because it will get in my mouth and it's bitter and gross. So that's a downside. But other than that, it feels great. Super easy on the go. But yeah, love it. Next up is a skincare product from The Ordinary. I use a lot of Ordinary products, or I have in the past. I've tried many of them. I think currently I have 3 of their products in my rotation. I've had to cut back on a lot of stuff because I'm on Accutane. I can't use retinoids or anything like an acid or anything like that. This is technically an acid, but it's not exfoliating. So this is their Hyaluronic Acid 2%. I'm trying to clean the bottle. It's got some gunk on it. Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. Hydration support formula with ultra pure vegan hyaluronic acid. Comes in a glass dropper bottle as usual. I love their packaging and their prices are super affordable. It's fantastic, and it's like a product I can really trust. Especially at this price point, it's hard to find that. So I've used their retinoids in the past, multiple different oils, I believe. And currently, right now, I'm using the Rosehip Oil, which is an all-time favorite. That's like always in the rotation. And I'm also using their Buffet, which is like it's like pretty much the only product they have that's like a combination of ingredients instead of just one ingredient standalone. And it's supposed to be an anti-aging thing. But this is the hyaluronic acid, and it's definitely my favorite thing, and I wish I would have started using it sooner because it really, really does help with fine lines. My problem area is my forehead because not only do I have a lot of acne scarring, which is like texture, but I also have little fine lines, and I get fine lines between my eyebrows as well. And I find that on days when I use this, my skin feels smoother and more plump, and those lines feel less noticeable. And when I use it continually, it's, the benefits continue. So I really love the hyaluronic acid, love the packaging. It's great. I really have no complaints about it. Some tips for hyaluronic acid. You want to put it on when you've washed your face and it's still a little damp, and it should be the first thing you put on your face. And then, you know, you can put your other products on top of it. And hyaluronic acid works by pulling moisture from the air and pulling it deeper into your skin. And if you're applying a retinoid or something on top, it can pull that deeper into your skin, so you get better results from the other products you use. But yeah, generally it just really helps plump up your skin, hydrate you. So it's a fantastic product, and The Ordinary does a great job with theirs, so I highly recommend it. I love it. It's made me feel a lot better about my skin. Yeah. Next up is another product that has gone viral on TikTok, I guess. This has already gone viral before. I remember on YouTube when this came out. I think it was a Tatcha primer that everyone was obsessed with, and then e.l.f. made this one to be a dupe for it. And it's like a pore-filling, smoothing primer. It's called the Poreless Putty Primer. Poreless Putty Primer. Looks like this. It's in like a little flat disc. And you really have to kind of dig into it, or you could just kind of smooth along the surface and it'll get on your finger. Or you can like scoop some out and like kind of press it in. And the cool thing about this that is different from other pore filling primers that I've tried is that it's actually very hydrating and moisturizing, which for me, I not only need that, but I just feel like my foundation and my skin in general looks so much better when I've got a hydrating primer on. So I really like this as kind of the best of both worlds. Yeah, I really like this primer. I've been reaching for it, and I mean, just like any pore filling primer, it's not like a miracle. You're still gonna see your pores. It just generally helps it look smoother and less cakey, and you know, it just helps de-emphasize texture, I feel like. So I like to put it right here and then on my forehead after I put on my regular hydrating primer, which I don't really have one that I'm really going to. Right now I've been mostly using the Hard Candy hydrating one, the blue bottle. It's like gel, but sometimes I use other ones too. But this one I've really been reaching for, so I would recommend it. But yeah, it's one of those products that I knew about it before it was like popular on TikTok, I guess, because it did go viral on YouTube like when it first came out. I remember that. And then I was buying some stuff from e.l.f. and it was like, you know, you need to add $5 to qualify for free shipping. And I was like, okay, let me see what they have. And I was like, oh, I remember people raving about this. So I tossed it in. And then I saw it go viral on TikTok. So I swear TikTok's just like watching my purchase history and being like, all right, make it viral. Okay. Next up, I've got some makeup products. Another e.l.f. product. I guess the last one was a makeup product too, but it's a primer, skin stuff, so. This one is the Camo Cc Cream. That's what I'm wearing today. And I didn't even use a full pump of it. This stuff goes a long way, and it says color correcting, full coverage, natural finish with collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. And it says SPF 30. So that's pretty great. And this is obviously attempting to be a dupe of the It Cosmetics CC Cream, which was my go-to foundation for maybe a year. And I still love it. I just ran out of it and it's kind of expensive, so I never repurchased it. So I was kind of doing some research on foundations and, you know, wanting to find one, you know, try something new. And I was thinking about going back to the CC Cream because it's been a while since I used it, and it felt like with my skin in its current condition, it seemed like the perfect kind of formula, being that it's hydrating and, you know, very natural looking. And I thought, I want to go back to that. And as I was looking at the price, I was like, oh, I don't really want to spend this. And so I'm like trying to find one like open box, like on eBay, which is like so sketchy, I know, but you know, it's in a pump, it's relatively safe. And they were selling for like $15 used. And then I was like, I saw this one and I was like, this is $15 new, so I might as well just go spend $15 and try it. And then if I like it, I'll be saving money in the future. So, and like I said, it's been a while since I used This is Fair 140W, which is the second lightest shade. It's quite yellow, which when I first dab it on my face, it looks like there's no way this is gonna look good on me. But then after I blend it out, it actually looks really good, and it just kind of adds warmth to my face. I think that I have a neutral skin tone based on like maybe cool tone. I don't know. I really have a hard time figuring that out because I'm so pale. But I feel like my makeup doesn't look like it matches, but I am tanning a little bit, so my skin is like changing color all the time. But yeah, this is the one I used, and I really like it. It does feel very moisturizing, and the coverage is just phenomenal. So if you like the oh gosh, excuse me. If you like the It Cosmetics CC Cream, but you don't like the price point, I would urge you to try this. I also think they have a lot better color options because I seem to remember that the It Cosmetics CC Cream, the lightest shade was still too dark for me, which was annoying. But because it was kind of, because it was a CC cream, I could blend it out really well, and it would just make me look a little bit tan, but not like noticeably. So it was like fine. But this one, like, based on how this one looks on me, I think the lightest shade would almost be too light. So if you also have trouble like finding a match in the It Cosmetics CC Cream, you might be able to find something that matches you perfectly in this one. But yeah, it's full coverage for real, but it doesn't feel cakey. It feels super creamy. It's beautiful. Big fan. It's good with a brush or a sponge. So, Camo Cc Cream. The next product has been around for a long time, and so many people have talked about it on the internet. I'm very much late to the party on this one. It's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. If you're into makeup at all, you've certainly seen this. This is from Maybelline, right? Yeah, Maybelline. And everyone on the internet like recommends it pretty much, and I just never tried it for whatever reason. And for Christmas, one of the things I got my mom was this concealer, which is hilarious because I never even tried it myself. But we both have really dark circles, and because people really like this, and it's also like supposed to be for anti-aging, and obviously my mother is older, and so I think it's probably a good formula for people with like wrinkles. But this is the shade Warm Light, which I'm wearing today as well, and it's a really good color match for me right now. It's not too light. I've been using concealers that are really light to kind of brighten it up, but it almost just makes me look kind of ghost-like, and so I was wanting to get one that would be lighter than my skin tone, but not so bright and light that it would look crazy, especially now that it's, getting closer to summertime, and I'm getting a little darker. I don't want my concealer to be bright white. But yeah, the formula is fantastic. The applicator, it was kind of weird getting used to. I thought, let me take this off. So you twist it to make the product come out, and I thought this was going to be hard, but it's actually like really, like there's air, there's a gap between where the product comes out and the sponge, so it smushes like a lot, which I was not expecting, so it feels kind of weird, and I wasn't sure like if I should be dabbing it on or wiping it. I usually just like use it like a dauber, like a stamping dauber, but yeah, a little goes a long way, and it's very creamy, and the packaging is actually pretty cute. I like the little dome, and like the fact that it's like a twist up is like super easy, because you don't have to like take a wand out. I feel like there's way less chance of like making a mess. Like I've dropped a concealer wand and like gotten concealer all over my clothes before, and that wouldn't happen with this. So even if you dropped it while you were using it, like the chances of you getting it on your clothes is much less than like a wand. So yeah, I really like this product. Probably is really good for traveling too. Yeah, but yeah, I think this is gonna last me a really long time too. But yeah, again, this is 115 Warm Light. I think they recently added more colors to it because everybody loves this concealer so much. They were like, alright, let's invest in this product more. So they added a bunch of new shades. If it's been a while since you much, which is so nice. And because it's the waterproof formula, they've made it look like there's little water drops all over it, and they're three-dimensional, so... Oh, it's such a cool packaging. It really just looks like it's got little water drops all over it. But this is a brush tip, not a felt tip. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera. They all kind of look the same. But it's a brush tip, which I prefer. My favorite eyeliner previously was the M Cosmetics by Michelle Phan. The M Cosmetics what was it called? The artistic liner or something like that. And it was the brush one. Something about a brush, it just glides better, and it seems a little bit easier to control sometimes, like felt. Some of them are really stiff, some of them are like really floppy, and so it's kind of difficult to, find the perfect felt tip liner. But this one goes on great. It's super black, and it is quite waterproof. I've been wearing it for a couple days now, and there'd be times where I was like watching a movie on the couch, and I'd be like leaning on my face, and I wouldn't realize it, and then I'd go to the bathroom, and it looked totally fine. So I picked this one up because it was recommended time and time again by Taylor Wynn. She's been recommending this for like ages, and I've always been like, yeah, when I run out of eyeliner, I'll get that. But I never seem to run out of eyeliner because I used to get subscription services, and so I've got all these like tubes of liquid liner that I haven't run out of, and so I never bought this. But recently I've been on the hunt for like my like go-to waterproof eyeliner. I've got some events coming up, and I want to make sure that like my makeup routine's like on lockdown. So I just was like, I have all these like sample eyeliners and stuff, but I just want to find like my go-to affordable liquid liner that is waterproof and all that. So I went ahead and bought this, even though I'm not out of eyeliner, not even close. But I really, really like it. I've been enjoying it, and I recommend it. Alright, the next product is another one that I'm wearing currently. It is the Faux Mink Wispies. It's from Ardell. They're demi Wispies, and their Wispies are probably their most common or most popular style. You hear people talking about them a lot. The demi Wispies and the Wispies. And this was a 2-pack. I would have gotten it in a 1-pack, but for whatever reason, in the Faux Mink, the demi Wispies only came in a 2-pack. I guess because they're like a popular style. They figure if you're buying them, you want to. I don't know. But they have a beautiful taper to them. They're very shiny, very dark, like the Faux Mink look. And they're kind of three-dimensional, which is becoming more standard. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks beautiful and fluffy, and I trim mine quite short because I have small eyes, and I feel that when I bring my false lashes to the inner corner of my eye, it makes them look smaller, so I pretty much just have them on the outer half of my eye. But they look really beautiful, and just like, I love the tapered edge of the little hairs. I think they have a new line that's called like natural something, and they look so bad. They all look really scraggly, which I guess is supposed to look natural because they're not like perfect, but they're also like so blunt. The ends of the lashes are so blunt and like spider-leggy looking, and I don't like that. I'm a really big fan of like the Faux Mink look, which is like the tapered edge. So yeah, I really like these. I also really like clear bands. I pretty much won't buy lashes if they have a black band, just because I feel like it looks too obvious, and they're stiffer too. So I've reached the bottom of the bag. These were just the items that I could kind of think of that were around me, but I think that's pretty much all of the products that I've been really into lately, and that I would personally recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was relaxing to just sit and chit chat. I've missed you. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I've been doing a lot lately. I've been on Twitch 2 times a And of course, the best way that you can support me is to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Make sure you get notified when I post new videos. I hope to see you around. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye now. Thank you to my patrons, Michael and